In the beginning was the Word, chaos and disunity reigned. Then football came and birthed unity.
As football is round like the world God created, football is love as God is love.
Football is healing to your bones and nourishment to your soul.
Football is freedom.
Football is our tribe.
Think you have seen it all? This is only the beginning.
When you see the blue jersey on the back of a jolly FC man, as he maneuvers his way across the sea of green grass, you begin to wonder, where did he come from? What makes him tick? What gives him the audacity on the pitch? What is his story? What is the jolly FC story? Where does it start? When did it start? At a glance, one could say the jolly FC journey began in 2015. But in retrospect, the Jolly FC story did not have its origin in 2015. The story is vast, immensely vast, spanning nearly 2 decades. 2004 Moscow, Russia, a small group of Nigerians are acquainted by the tertiary education they came to acquire in Russia. Over time, they became friends, and eventually their friendship stood the winds of time, and they evolved into a strong family. Flash forward to 2015, the christening of Samuel Nabena's second son. Friends had come from far and wide to celebrate with their friend and the dedication of his son. In attendance was the same clique of friends, acquainted by the education they got in Russia, but bonded by the joviality of friendship.
Hello, good morning. My name is Samuel Nabena. I'm the president of Jolly Football Club. I've been here with the club for 6 years. To answer your question, the real reason or the idea of Jolly FC being formed was not really like a premeditated one. It came across like a child dedication ceremony that was going on, and we had friends like who came to support and, guide and share historic moments together. And it was during that process we talked about how more often we could come together and, meet. And one key way we saw as pivotal to that was through exercise. And one key part was also by playing football. So football to us became a natural way of life, became more of something we, believe is freedom. And that's how we agreed we're going to play the next Saturday at the Liberation Stadium. And we're going to call more of our friends to come join in this movement. So at that time, we never ever thought it was going to be anything lasting. But the moment we went there, it showed that we had, struck a bond, and everything, went, like very, very fast.
When the few people that showed up at that Saturday arrived at the Liberation Stadium, they found a small marshy spot and made goalposts from used tires.
My name is Kesie Sagbe. I'm privileged to be the chairman of Jolly FC at this moment. I'm the pioneer chairman actually. I've been a member of Jolly FC for the better part of 6 years now. And to answer your question about what kept us motivated and kept our spirits high during the times of small beginnings, well, I'll start by saying that sportsmen, the primary motivation for sportsmen would be the potential benefits of exerting themselves in physical exercises, things that will make them sweat and stuff like that, to improve their fitness levels. So that is one primary motivation. But for we as a unit, for what we're trying to achieve as a group of creating fitness through social activities, what we actually needed was a commitment from our members, and that is what we got in earnest from each member at the time when we were just so small, about 6-7 of us. But you would agree with me that football is a team sport, and we can't play ourselves all the time, just 6 or 7 of us. So the ability to attract passers-by, people who saw us and felt that we were inclusive and hospitable enough to want to join us and be part of us, I think that was the primary motivation, because we saw how people keyed into what we were doing. They found it interesting. They thought that this is nice and just would like to be a part of this. And as a result, we started growing from strength to strength with new additions and quality people that were joining us all through that time up until now. So I think that is the primary motivation that kept us going, kept our spirits high during the times of small beginnings before we got to this point.
On the very first day the men met at the stadium, the first football was purchased by the now pioneer chairman of the club, Kesie Sagbe.
My name is Fidelis Yom Balsom. I'm the technical director of Jolly FC. I've been with the club since the inception of the club. So it's actually a privilege to have worked with my friends, and as the first captain of the club, then that was the only functioning position in the club. So the little I did, actually, I was able to identify their strengths and characters off and on the pitch. So that really helps in appointing them or giving them the rules they were to play as of then when we started. So what I believe is if you give anyone a role to play, and if that complements his character and his personality, he feels involved and motivated. So with that, you get the best out of him, even without him, unknowingly to him, that he has been acting well, because he's happy, he's involved, he's doing what he feels is right naturally. So that's how I was able to keep them motivated and involved in all the process till date.
In the third quarter of 2015, Samuel Nabena, Tuate Fuare, Fidelis Yom and Nnemeka Anocha contributed to the purchase the first goal post, which was a monkey post. Pius Bawa, Boma Ngo Fubara, Stephen Udeji and Junior Agada were the first additions to the team. The Saturday meetings that were born from banter was now frequent, and in 2016, the now expanded group of members unanimously agreed to make Fidelis Yom as the captain of the team, which was the first functional position. Using his position, the captain then nominated Samuel Nabena and Kesie Sagbe as team managers, which was accepted by the team. In 2016, Fidelis Yom and Urakari Bokumo purchased the first football vest for the proper identification of players and for the purpose of uniformity during trainings. after which the club agreed to start paying a monthly subscription fee of 500 naira to support the operations and functionality of the club.
My name is Stduios James Fawe. I'm the welfare secretary of Jolly FC. I've been with Jolly FC for 6 years. Actually, one of the pioneers of the club. So to answer your question, the welfare of a member is actually the utmost is of utmost importance to us. And then the welfare is the state of well-being, happiness, comfort, and then financial sustainability. So we have been able to carry out some welfare activities. We've visited the home of the elderly, the prison, the orphanage home. We've been able to impact on the lives of youths that may be close to us, that are within our host environment. So actually, we've done very well. And then, as the welfare secretary, I'm going to advise and encourage my colleagues to also try more by making calls, being informed, looking after one another, to be able to know how every member of the club is doing at every given point in time. It doesn't have to be only the work of the welfare secretary, but every member is a financial welfare officer in the club. And I'm also going to talk to the top management, so we'll be able to give more funds to be able to probably on the next year do a better corporate social responsibility. Thank you very much.
In 2016, the club was named Jolly Football Club by Kesiye Sagbe.
My name is Chukwuemeka, popularly known as Labobo, Secretary of Jolly FC. So I think what has kept me to glue to these friends from Russia is that brotherliness. You know, they have love, brotherliness. They are always together, you know, trying to be with each other. So I actually met one of them. This Sammy was the person I first met. Through our bonding, when I saw him with other guys, I knew that something was special with those guys. So that glued me to those guys. And since then, I've never regretted that decision I've taken in my life. So I think we are moving forward. That's all.
Every member thought the name Jolly FC was befitting as it reflected their way of life. And Fidelis suggested that they have a salute with the slogan, merriment and fitness, which was also unanimously agreed by members of the club.
My name is Koko Ibiok. I'm a curator. I joined Jolly FC in the middle of 2020. Okay, to answer the question, these challenges here during training is actually tough, but this brings out the professionalism in you, makes the mind and the body well and whole.
In 2018, the club was registered with the Corporate Affairs Commission, CAC. This was spearheaded by Chinedu Oragu, and all seemed well till events took a wrong turn. In 2018, the Rivers State government converted the club's training pitch into a car park for the construction of a Real Madrid Football Club academy. The club soon became nomadic, moving from one training pitch to the other. However, they were not to be deterred, fueled by the desire to keep fit and to maintain the camaraderie of brotherliness.
My name is Emmanuel. Opportunity to be the coach for Jolly FC. I've been in this club for the past 6 years. To answer my question, firstly, I remind my players the core values of the club when things are not really going well. The reason why they are in the club. Then secondly, if the team is playing a game and they are behind scoreline, what I do is I call them, I put them together, I awaken their mentality and make them understand that the only option we have in this game is to win. Firstly, they should be able to know that putting on the jersey and representing Jolly FC is not just a child's play. So it's something that needs to come from within you to make the people understand and to make the team understand that we are here for victory and nothing else. And so shall it be.
In 2019, the club's values were put to the test when individual personalities emerged within the team questioned the leadership direction of the club. To address the crisis, the club leadership set up a compliance and reconciliation committee comprising of Bawa Pius, Agada Omali, Chudubim Atwebu, Afie Jumbo, Amadi Fontaine Chikeze to look into their suggestions and grievances. These personalities were summoned by a team of 5 members with the aim of addressing their concerns. However, the divisive conduct led to the Reconciliation Committee to indefinitely suspend the 5 erring members. The decision consequently led to the team losing half of its members.
My name is Chidubim Atwebu. I am Jolly FC Ebu Provost, the beer provider, the disciplinarian in every Jolly FC gathering, apart from the pitch. Jolly FC, merriment and fitness. Merriment and fitness, Jolly FC. While during the formation of the club, or as we are moving forward, we had encountered a lot of challenges. I joined Jolly FC the year 2018 through my brother and a friend, Chinedu Oragu. And when Chinedu told me that he was a member of the club, I was surprised because I know Chinedu doesn't play football. But surprisingly, when he brought me to Jolly FC, I found out that Jolly FC is not just for footballers, but those who love the game of sport. So I brought in my energy, and that earned me the position of provost. So during the times of our trial times, I noticed, to me, that there are a lot of factions. Because when I joined Jolly FC as an all-star club, there's unity. Togetherness is what they stand for. So we stood for at that time. So I started noticing there's fractions springing up because of disagreeing and agreeing on some certain issues, which couldn't have been an issue. But it looks like another club started springing up in Jolly FC, which is a crime, an illegal activity. And it became worrisome to me. So fortunately for me, I was nominated as part of a committee to look into the issue and draw up conclusions and draw some recommendations to the club on how to mitigate the issue on ground. We did that job perfectly, and during the course of that job, I earned myself a position again to be part of the Constitution Drafting Committee. So as these things were going on, we were trying to see what we can do to maintain that togetherness in Jolly FC. Then the faction that was springing up, they started lobbying me because they said they love my energy, and I became very disappointed because I am a loyal soldier to Jolly FC. When I belong to a group that I find credible and worthy, and my family supports me, I put that group forward. So I became a solid, loyal person to Jolly FC, and how can you be lobbying me? So what I did was to play my part in order to make sure that the club confessed before everybody. And God's willing, everybody who was not supposed to be a Jolly man were taken off on their own. And the grace of God became our strength. And look at where we are today. Jolly FC, merriment and fitness.
During the period, the club was able to achieve various structural improvements collectively, such as registration of Jolly Football Club with Corporate Affairs Commission, and this was spearheaded by Chinedu Oragu. The design of the official club logo, also spearheaded by Chinedu Oragu. The composition of an anthem, spearheaded by Pius Bawa and Samuel Nabena. Development of core values, accountability, respect, teamwork and empathy, and this was spearheaded by Nnemeka Anucha. Secured private temporary training pitch, spearheaded by Bassi Moses and Moses Bauer. Secured Escapade Hotel and Resorts as the official clubhouse for social activities, and this was spearheaded by Kesiye Sagbe. Health and wellness campaign on pap smear and coronavirus. This was spearheaded by Boma Ngofubara and Fawe Tuate.
My name is Pius Bauer. I'm the captain of Jolly FC and I've been a member of this family since 2016. So basically, to answer your question on how the Constitution helped us galvanize our activities, Jolly FC is a family that is coordinated based on organic principles and values. So the essence of the Constitution is to optimize this and also make the house adopt a kind of document that will help them drive these values, which we have also documented as accountability, respect, teamwork, and empathy strategic goals in all our activities. And it reflects in our Team A activities, our Team B activities, Team A for fitness, Team B for merriment. So the whole compendium of this is what our Constitution is about, to make this happen for us easy and natural. Thank you.
My name is Samuel Okeke, Jolly FC member. I have been a member since January, so that's 12 months now. To answer your question, yes, Jolly FC is guided by our constitution, so we have rules guiding every member of the club. We all follow the constitution, and for disciplinary actions, we have a disciplinary committee that takes up cases in that regard, and that's about it.
In 2019, Jolly FC engaged the undefeated Guadish FC in a football match and eventually defeated Guadish FC in a shocking match outcome.
My name is Stephen Ideji, a member of Jolly FC. And it's good to be in this family. It's a lovely family. I was so happy the day we won Godash, because Godash has been existing for 1984, and we came from behind and we won the game by 1-0. It was a thing of joy for the team, and we are so happy. That gave us courage, boost our morale, and improve our game. Thank you.
Also in 2019, the club embarked on the journey to Eket in Akwa Ibom State to play a friendly match against Pegasus FC of Eket, in which Pegasus FC won the match.
My name is F.O.B. Chubuzo. I've been with Jolly FC for going on 4 or 5 years, and I'm just a football playing member. To answer your question about how I enjoy, or if I enjoy playing ball at the moment, yes, I do. It gives me great joy. It keeps me healthy, keeps me happy, keeps me fit. So it adds so much benefit for me as I'm getting older and weaker. Just helps with my health generally. So yeah, I enjoy it a great deal.
In 2020, the COVID-19 pandemic struck and the Rivers government shut down all football pitches.
My name is Deriano Agada. I'm the head of Jolly FC media team. I've been with the club for close to 5 years now. Yeah, to answer your question, when COVID hit, it was devastating for every Jolly FC member. I remember speaking to the president and he asked every member to, keep fit at home, just the regular warm-up, jogging, to keep your fitness up and high. But there was a day which we got a news that we could come outside, though we maintained social distancing, use your hand sanitizer, your face masks and everything. We got to the field and we did a light warm-up. It was cool. I could see every member excited to come back to the field, right? And we had a light training and all the spirits, everybody, they were happy. It was all good. So thank you.
The club also played a friendly match against All Stars FC of Port Harcourt, in which the match ended in both teams scoring a goal each.
Yeah, my name is Peter Agada Jr. Naturally, I'm a striker. I've been in this club for about 6 years. I'm part of the media team. Speaking about my best game, I think that was the Jolly FA League. We played the Team A and Team B. Very important end of month match. Normal, I'm a striker, but the coach made me to play 8, and I had to link up with other strikers, and we won that match 6-2, and I think I scored 2 goals in that match. Thank you.
In 2020, during the club's 6th anniversary celebration in Bayelsa State, the club played a friendly match against the Nigerian Content Development and Monitoring Board, in which the match ended in both teams scoring a goal each.
My name is Casey Michael. I think I'm the latest addition to Jolly FC. I've been here for barely a month, and it has been nice. It has been going well. And what inspired me to join Jolly FC is I love it's all about keeping fit and merriment. So I love the keeping fit part of it. I want to be keeping fit. So that was just the basics of joining Jolly FC. And since I joined, it has been so far so good. Health-wise, the benefit is enormous. So I love what is happening here, and I'm good. Thank you.
In the last quarter of 2021, the club played against the football team of the Petroleum Training Institute in Warri, Delta State, Nigeria, in which the club won with 2 goals.
My name is Lucky Sunday Miracle Mwagwale, the chaplain of Jolly FC. I've been in Jolly FC for over 6 years now, and we are doing great. Answer my question. What gives us victory in Warri is God is on our side and give us victory that very day. And then the readiness of the team to the match gives us victory. So it was a day of happiness that very day to take over the pitch and succeed. That's all I can say concerning that match.
My name is Frank Opara. We are one of the old founders of Jolly FC. We have been in Jolly FC right from the inception of the club. Yeah, our leaders that we have in Jolly FC, so far, I can beat my chest 100% that they are one of the best leaders you can have in any team that has to do with all stars. They are doing very well. They practice what they preach, In Jolly FC, another name they can even tag Jolly FC is Brother Deliver Brothers. We are always here for each other. We live in harmony. We live in unity. Jolly FC so far, I can tell you 100% that there is no place, there is no club like Jolly FC. We all live as brothers.
My name is God's Gift Samuel Nathaniel Akon in full. I joined Jolly FC in 2019, and approximately this is my 2 years in Jolly FC. And I was brought in to Jolly FC by the president, whose name is Mr. Samuel Nabena. So to answer your question about if I have any fright on the end of year matches being played in Jolly FC, actually I won't say it's anything of fright to me, because I feel it's a game of competition and people with great zeal and resilience to come out to play this football, and with their zeal and every other things put in place, it always turns out to be more better and competitive. So the end of year match or end of month match is never a challenge or a fright to me. I believe as a player, we always overcome everything. No matter the circumstances or anything, we always overcome it.
My name is Innocent Friday. I joined Jolly FC 2015. So Jolly FC is a place to be. A place where every individual will love to be. And the positive impact in Jolly FC is the brotherhood, the oneness, and the empathy we have for each other.
Jolly FC transcends being just a football club. Suffice to refer to it as an extended family unit. They uplift each other, whether it is career-wise, emotionally, financially, and otherwise. They are always on the lookout for each other and never pass an opportunity to consolidate the core values of their brotherhood.
Kindly tell us your name and your position in Jolly FC.
My name is Sagbe Sepribo. I'm the Grand Patron of Jolly FC.
So how long have you known Jolly FC?
Virtually all my life. But in reality, I've known Jolly FC for 5 years. Right from when they started at the stadium up to now.
Okay. So why have you accepted to be a patron to Jolly FC?
Alright, so the word goes patron. I like the vision of Jolly FC. So I want to be part of it. First of all, Jolly FC stands for merriment and fitness. And I feel that at this point, mid-40s, young men getting to between 30 and 40, they need physical and mental, they need to concentrate on their physical and mental well-being. So seeing Jolly FC combining both physical and mental, I found it part of my own vision. And I said, this is a nice thing for me to key into and contribute. So when they approached me to become the patron, I jumped on the opportunity. I see it as me going to them, but they thought it was them coming to me.
That's fine. So why have you accepted Jolly FC to use your facility as a clubhouse for your activities?
Okay, so clubhouse, we know what the house is. The house can become a home, depends on who lives in it. So bringing Jolly FC here just sort of made this place a home. This would have just been a facility, it would have been a business. But right now, it has given people a shelter, a sense of belonging, a place they can call their own.
So that to me just changed the whole idea of escapade, and they made it a home. That's all.
That's fine. So understanding the fact that when you allow activities of other persons come to your business place, it has impact in it. It can be positive or negative.
Yeah.
So to the presence of Jolly FC in your clubhouse, what has been the positive impact to your business?
Oh, well, see, Jolly FC brings togetherness, and there's nothing like football. Football is one of the most widely watched games, you know that. So Jolly FC coming here, putting their posters up, taking pictures, coming regularly, other customers seeing how they get to blend, sort of fosters a kind of mental picture that young men could actually come together and build a dream together. Apart from that, it also changed the idea of I call it business governance. So in business, you need all the eyes you can get, and that's what Jolly FC has done for me. Even if I'm not here, one member of Jolly FC sort of acts like they own the place. They can correct any waitress. They can call me if the gen is bad. They can attend to maybe a customer who is disgruntled. You see, so I have borrowed eyes. Let me put it that way. I think I have 44 eyes over this business just because Jolly FC comes here. It has become 44 extra eyes.
That's fine. So finally, where do you see Jolly FC in the next 5 years?
Okay. First is I see them getting older. Okay. 5 years time from now, what I want Jolly FC to do is to have the kids section. I see them having a section for children because if you travel abroad, you see all the big football clubs have academies. If Jolly FC they should start thinking towards having an academy, and that's where they can get growth. Because of course, in 5 years they'll get older, and in another 5 they'll get much older, and then they'll get to the point where they can't play football. But if they have an academy, that's a legacy. So that's what I think they should do.
All right, that's all. Thank you so very much.
Thank you very much.
Здравствуйте, меня зовут Кесия Садwe. Я хочу рассказывать вам маленькую историю о клубе Jolly FC. Так, небольшая группа друзей нигерийского происхождения, которые учились в России, решили воссоздать дружескую и спортивную атмосферу, которой не наслаждались там в России. Они решили воссоздать эту атмосферу здесь, в своем скромном городе Порт-Харкорт. Я могу сказать, что сначала это было вообще непросто, это было трудно, могу сказать. И со временем все стало в своем месте, со временем. И небольшая группа, примерно из 7 человек, выросла вообще до 35 человек со временем. И я могу сказать, что это результат коллективного труда каждого члена клуба. Спасибо. Yeah, once upon a time, during a stormy stage of our existence as a club, certain members of the club decided to take sides and cause chaos by questioning the leadership of the club and flouting the constitution and all that stuff. So the matter came to my table and I was meant to take a decision on what to do. I know that I am surrounded by intelligent heads, quality individuals. So as a leader, what I did was rally around people who work with me, the president, the captain now, and some of the other guys whose abilities I trust in so much. And came to the conclusion that we should actually settle, instead of just expelling them, the people who were thought to be causing the chaos, instead of just expelling them, we actually created a panel of inquiries and a disciplinary committee to look into what they had done, call them, and then ask them questions to really delve into the facts of the matter. So after all that due process was taken, it was discovered by every member of the team that they were at fault, and letting them go it seemed easier. It wasn't really a dictatorial kind of decision. It was something that followed due process, and I must say that we, the leadership, are actually proud of this process because we did it in the proper way instead of acting like dictators. So I think that's one time that I think I exercised some leadership qualities that I can say that I'm proud of.
In 2022, the club hosted World Class FC to a friendly match, in which Jolly FC won the match with 3 goals scored. In 2022, the club moved to the sports complex at the Nigerian Army Barracks, Bori Camp, to hold their trainings and matches every Saturdays.
My name is Relocated Daniel Andrews, and I have been in Jolly FC for 2 months. Yeah, your question, how intense are our training sections? Yeah, very intense. Our coach believes in the Jigen pressing system where you always have to win the ball at your opponent's half. So you have to be fit to be able to fit into that system. So it's highly intensive. It's highly intensive, highly demanding. So you have to be fit to be able to fit into those tactics. So yeah, that's it.
My name is Samuel Nabena, the president, Jolly FC. The weirdest moment for me was during the moment our friend and brother, Deriano, had about 10 minutes unconscious, laying on the ground after a collision with the goalkeeper. We all watched our brother, in pains, unconscious. We're lucky to have our doctor, who was around at that time, resuscitated him. He got back and he came back and joined the winning team to end the season gloriously. So for me, that was the weirdest moment, looking at our friend for 10 minutes, lifeless on the ground. So that's for me the weirdest moment in the club so far.
My name is Stewart James Fawe. I'm the welfare secretary of Jolly FC. Success as a team is that before we go for any game, we actually have tactics and plans. So when we go for a game, the most important thing is when we win the game. So we measure success when we win a game, and then also our character in executing our plans while on it. That's where I see it.
My name is Fidelis, the technical director in Jolly FC. So I will say the most important match we've played was against Goldash Football Club. Why? Because Goldash had an unbeaten home record that Jolly FC didn't, and from that point we increased in confidence and we approached games positively, in unity, believing that we will win the next game. And we also did not forget that Goldash was formed in 1983. So they had ex-internationals. So when you play ex-internationals, when you hear names and you see faces that you're familiar with when you were a kid, after that kind of match, the caliber of the match alone takes your confidence to the level beyond your own expectation as a footballer. Thank you.
For our strengths and weaknesses, for me, the Jolly FC, the greatest strength of Jolly FC is the ability to come together and achieve their goals. Whatever they set out to do, they always come up with clear execution plans, and it's always a memorable event. And our weakness, to me, would be slow approach to, closing out our games during our matches. So that's just the weakness. We don't close out our games, and it's something we're going to work on and have it back as a strong point. Yeah, my favorite club is Arsenal Football Club. Favorite coach, Arsene Wenger for life. Favorite player, Thierry Henry, the greatest of all time, irrespective of Messi and CR7.
My favorite team is Arsenal. My favorite coach, Arsene Wenger, of course, and my favorite player ever, Thierry Henry. He has been the greatest footballer of all time, regardless of Cristiano Ronaldo or Messi. Henry is the best player ever.
Favorite club side, Arsenal Football Club. Favorite player, Lionel Messi.
My favorite club is Arsenal. My favorite coach is Arsene Wenger, and my favorite player is me, because I think no one is better than me.
In line with the vision and forward outlook for the future, the club plans to undertake the construction of a games village and a football academy for kids as their permanent home. This project will create sustainability and economic viability for the benefit of not only members, but the society at large. Jolly FC now looks forward with huge optimism at the long and largely fruitful years ahead in their development.
Woo! It's go, 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 go time. Tick, tick, boom. Who bringing the noise? Go, baby, we bringing our toys. Separate men from the boys. Chopper be singing, should be on the voice. Bang, bang, we gon' ride out. Gang, gang, we don't die out. Want it like this, ain't no timeouts. Tell me who really gon' find out. Rowdy, we get rowdy, rowdy. Rowdy, we get rowdy, rowdy. We be disturbing the peace. Working, we serving the streets. About to go ahead, going beast. Bang, bang, leave you sleep. Tick, tick, boom. Hard body, body, and not scaring nobody. You make me resort to wild, and you must be blind by the